investigation is underway in southwest suburban Lyons after two brothers admit to burying their mother and sister in their backyard. They say they did it because they didn't have money for services. We begin there this afternoon. I'm Lourdes Duarte. Dina Baer is off today.
And I'm Julie Unruh. Thanks for being here. At this point, police haven't charged the brothers with a crime surrounding these bizarre circumstances. Let's turn things over to Eric Rung, who's a little closer to the situation now in Lyons. He's got more. Hi, Eric.
Good afternoon to the both of you. The brothers haven't been charged because police don't know if there are actually bodies buried in their backyard. The police chief, who behind me now is just giving another update, said starting tomorrow morning they will be bringing in equipment to start digging. This home on Center Street in Lyons is now the center of a homicide investigation.
We're hoping to find physical evidence if in fact these bodies are there, which will determine whether this was natural causes or whether this was in fact a homicide.
The two brothers who live at the home, Michael and John Aletko, have not been charged with any crime. They showed up at the house early this morning after being checked out at a hospital. They talked to reporters and in a bizarre and at times incoherent interview admitted to burying the bodies of their mother and sister, who they say died of natural causes. Police say in a videotaped interview, one brother says their mother died in 2015, not long after an accident at the home involving their mentally ill sister, who the brothers say died of COVID in 2019. At the time of her death, COVID was barely making news. The brothers also told police they buried the bodies because they didn't have money for services. While burying a body in Illinois is not a crime, concealing a death or homicide is.
And there's no record of the mother and sister's death?
No. So we did check with the state and the medical examiner's office and Cook County in the state of Illinois, of course, and there are no records of any death certificates being issued for anybody from that residence.
Police first came to the home yesterday after the water department said the home hadn't had running water for a year. After talking with neighbors, police say no one had seen the brothers for several days. After talking to Michael, they went into the home in full hazmat gear due to what they called a heavy hoarding situation.
You can't get in the front door, the back door, nothing. He was going in and out of the house through the side window.
Police allowed us back to take pictures of that window. Everywhere you look, stuff was piled nearly to the ceiling, and there was a heavy smell of urine.
He doesn't bother anybody.
This neighbor says she didn't even know Michael's brother lived at the home until police brought him out yesterday. Also, the news that two bodies may be buried in their backyard didn't come as a shock.
It doesn't surprise me. They don't have any money.
Now, the brothers told us that they had some dogs and cats that were living inside the home with them. Police say that they have taken those animals who were in poor condition to a shelter. Lyons police have also put the brothers up in a hotel because they cannot go back inside their home because it is considered a crime scene. We're live in Lyons. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.